Hi guys, I've got another video for the mini series of the 250F versus the KX450F. We're on Unadilla this time, so I put a lap time in on the 250F of 2:02, and to be honest, just tearing my hair out because I made so many mistakes. Ideal lap time of 2 minutes flat, so I do think that is definitely doable. I really enjoy Unadilla. I think it's a great practice track for beginners and even intermediate riders because it does get rough. So it's kind of like that good middle ground for gaining speed and kind of a little bit of everything really. So I've changed the channel a little bit as a little bit of a background to myself. I'm a part-time PT on top of my job. So originally this was going to be a fitness channel, and to be honest, fitness content is all well and great, but to be honest, there's a million and one fitness channels and blah blah blah. And I've really started to enjoy bikes. The channel's gained some traction, so we have a tiny little team called OBPK Kawasaki. I'm obviously the K for Callaway. And yeah, basically my goal is to create bikes content, do this little mini series, do some public lobbies, and my goal is eventually to gain enough speed to race in an official MX bike series. I know those guys are a mile ahead of me right now. I only play a couple of times a week. I'm a very average rider at this game. I think I've got some okay speed, consistency, meh, it is bikes. So yeah, I think there's a lot of room for improvement, but it's good to have goals, and I really appreciate the channel growth and comments people have left, etc., etc. Again, if you have any suggestions that you would like for tracks or just want to chat, I do have a setup video coming soon, probably tomorrow for the KX250F. One of the team members does the suspension for that, and I'm getting to explain a little bit of it. So for this video though, we're going to just literally do 5 or 6 laps to see if we can beat this 250F time. I'd really like to crack 2 minutes on Unadilla. I think it's possible. Let's hope it goes well today. I switched from the Honda to the KX450F as well, and I do really like this bike. I think if you're going to try a 450, this is like a decently balanced 450. It's not quite kill you every time you get on the gas. It's pretty rideable, and it's a good step up from a 250F. So I know a lot of people ride the 250F, and the 4 is just such a challenge, but it's a rewarding one. I know this first lap doesn't count, so I'm just kind of rolling a little bit. Or does it? Does it count? I don't know. No, I don't think it does. Be interesting to gauge overall speed though, I guess. The Ghost has a 1 second lead. So I have done a 2 minute lap time on a 450 before. Ideal lap time of a 159. I've never cracked a 2 minute mark, so I'd really like to do that. I do think this track is just a little more suited to the 450. It's a little bit more wide open. But then I have seen some guys on here. Oh, hello. I have seen some guys in here just so good on a 250F. They crack that 2 minute time. But then if you're in a public lobby, we were in one the other day with 35 people. I qualified second fastest with a member of our team qualifying first, and there was 0.1 between us. And he won the race. Unfortunately, I had a bad one. I got 8th. So as far as public lobbies go, there's not many people that crack that 2 minute barrier. So if you're around 2 minutes flat and you can consistently be around that lap time, yeah, you're pretty good at Unadilla from what I can gather. What I know, the pros and the guys in the official series will probably laugh at that lap time, but I'm talking in a public lobby sense. So I've only been playing the game for a few months, and I have just over 100 hours, but I've never really got into MX Simulator or anything. So this is my first sim motocross game. MX versus ATV, MXGP games are great, but they don't exactly prepare you for this. Alright, here we go. 5 laps. Try and do this. I'm feeling a little bit unfocused for some reason. I don't know why. That corner can catch you out so easily. It's so choppy. There's probably a better line through there. Ah, that was a terrible line. And he's looped it. What a twat. Come on, that was dumb. Alright, this lap's a write-off. It's funny that you can spin laps in here and practice, or sit in a public lobby without recording, and I've literally like laid down some absolute banging laps, no mistakes whatsoever. But the second the record button comes on, wow, that was dumb. Eventually, I don't know how. Maybe some of you guys would know how, but I would like to have my own graphics on my bike as well for the team and everything. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know whether all three of us will ever enter a series. My uncle, who is one of the riders on the team, is just fucking good at the game. He's consistently winning and consistently the fastest by far. Out of the three of us, his consistency is really good. So I think he'd actually do well in some of the series. I think if you watch some of the pro guys, he's not too far off those lap times. So that's kind of where I want to be. Consistency's a real difficult one for me in this game. I know a lot of people play in first person, so perhaps I need to switch, but I do like the good old third. Okay, so I've already beaten it with a 201, but I know I can do better than that. Not with riding like that, not. It's funny when you get into these like flow states when you're not actually trying, you're just kind of parting around. I tend to be quickest then when you're not really pushing, and the 450s work really well like that. You can't really override them. You just get into a zone, you get into a pace, and you just do your thing really. Not riding great right now. Oh my god. Wow, the pressure of recording is amazing. I'm riding like such an idiot. But this is how we practice, this is how we get better. I'm always happy to, if any of you guys ever want to practice together, get together and do a few 20-30 laps, I'm more than happy to do that, have a chat, and get better at the game. My goal is to ride in one of those series, preferably outdoor. Just not a massive fan of the Supercross, to be honest. I love outdoor, so let's try and nail that before we go into Supercross. I have dabbled in it and I'm not good. Whole level of different technicality. I know that line over the hump is a bit of a cheater line, but who doesn't do that line, to be honest? When this track gets rough as well, that up, oh my god, this is, I apologise in advance, this is not a good test of speed and consistency. I apologise, but I will upload regardless because I want to get used to recording and just having a good time, and I'm trying to build that consistency and speed up. Put myself under such pressure because you see guys, you know, with really good speed, like amazing content, and I'm like, oh, I can only upload perfect laps, but I don't think that's a fair representation. I'd rather just be like, yeah, I'm okay at this game, I'm not great, but, you know, hopefully we can look back on these videos in a few months' time and then be like, whoa, like, I've got so much better. And I think that's a bit more, you know, real life content rather than just kind of cherry picking the good things, which was, oh my days. It's just not a good representation of this. Have I had a clean lap yet? Alright, I'm gonna, after this lap, I'm gonna shut off focus for just 3 laps. We've already beat the 250F lap time, but I am not satisfied with this whatsoever. Like, not at all. Not even a little bit. So I'm gonna focus because I know I can do this. I know I can crack this 2 minutes. Stuff will take the outside there. Those outsides around there are so much slower. Even when the track gets rough, you have like 30 people filtering into that inside lap after lap. The inside's still better there. I'm always unsure what to do on this line here, so if you've got any suggestions, let me know. It's annoying. When I'm not recording and doing the ghost stuff, just lap after lap, clicking it off, no pressure whatsoever. Isn't it funny how mentality plays into our ability to do things? And it's just a crappy little, I don't say crappy, it's good, a good little simulator with, and I've only got a mere 100 subscribers, but it's funny when you suddenly put something out on the internet for people to see, you don't want to look like an ass. I've done exactly that. So here we go. We're gonna go for it now. Just 2 or 3 laps. I'm gonna remain quiet and just go for it. So again, thanks for subscribing. Let's do this. Ah, I think that last lap was good. It definitely could have been better. There was a few lines I missed. We'll give it one lap after this, and then we'll call it a successful test, I guess. It's funny. Hitting those lines consistently, like that's the true art form of this game. You can get into like a flow-like state, and even if you're not winning a race, just stick within your speed and kind of play it safe. And not play it safe, but stick to where you're consistent. You'll get so much better results than just going for these fast laps all the time. Like I know I'm going for a fast lap for the sake of this mini series, but you know, sometimes if I want to increase my speed, I will literally say nope. I'm going to back it off by just a tad. I'm not going to try and go for the fast laps. I'm going to try and be consistent, hit my markers, hit my lines, and usually that results in more speed and consistency because you're not riding beyond your capabilities, which is dumb. I know it's a video game, but I think there's enough simulation here to kind of warrant that thinking. Like that, for example, that was getting stuck at the bottom of here is not a good way to determine a consistent lap time. I'm going to give this one more go. If I go off, I'll go back to pits. So, final lap. Coming at you. I think that last lap was 2 minutes. Oh, 1:59.5. Okay, you know what? I'm going to end the lap there because I am super happy I hit a 1:59.5. And I definitely think there was room for improvement there. That lap was kind of sketchy. So, you know, if I'd hit the inside line after that tabletop and a few others, I even think this could be a 157. So yeah, the 450 is the one. And those lap times, I went down every lap. So you think, what's a public lobby? 5 laps. If I could stay around this 201 and back it off a bit, we're gonna have good results. So yeah, again, 450 wins this one. Really happy that 159. I've not been able to crack that, and I thought that was a pretty crappy lap. So if you've got any suggestions, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I like how the channel's growing. I don't expect anything to come of it, but thank you if you do watch, and I look forward to making more content. Hopefully soon I might be able to edit stuff and make it look fancy and jazz hands and all that. But if not, I'll catch you guys soon, and hopefully we get to ride together. Okay, cool. Cheers, guys.